What if the secret to staying strong, sharp, and full of life after 60 wasn't hidden in a bottle of pills, but in your fruit bowl? Aging is inevitable, but how we age, that's something we can influence. Every day, more and more research shows that what we eat directly affects how we feel, how we move, and how long we stay independent and vibrant. And among the many choices we face at the grocery store, certain fruits stand out, not just for their taste but for their powerful, science-backed benefits for the aging body and mind. In today's video, we're diving into 5 of the best fruits every senior should eat daily. These aren't just snacks, they're natural allies in your journey toward better memory, a stronger heart, smoother digestion, better immunity, and a longer, healthier life. Each fruit we're about to share may seem simple at first glance, but don't be fooled. Inside every bite is a quiet power, capable of helping you fight inflammation, improve circulation, stabilize blood sugar, and even protect your brain. And the best part? They're easy to find, delicious, affordable, and one small step away from changing how you age, starting today. So whether you're looking to stay energized for your grandkids, protect your independence, or simply feel better in your own skin, this video is for you. Let's explore the 5 fruits that could help you live not just longer but better. Stay with us, because number 5 might just surprise you the most. 1. Blueberries boost brain health and memory. What if something as small and sweet as a blueberry could hold the key to preserving your most precious memories? It sounds too simple to be true, but sometimes, nature hides its most powerful gifts in the tiniest packages. As we age, it's natural for our bodies to slow down. We get a little creakier, a little more tired, and unfortunately, a little more forgetful. Losing our sharpness, misplacing names, or forgetting important moments isn't just frustrating, it can be frightening. But what if there were a way to gently slow that decline, to nourish your brain every day, and to hold on tighter to the stories that make you? Enter the blueberry. Yes, the same humble berry you've seen on muffins or tossed into cereal bowls. But make no mistake, this tiny fruit packs a neurological punch. Scientists often refer to blueberries as brain berries, and once you understand why, you'll never look at them the same again. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help protect brain cells from damage. These compounds actively fight the oxidative stress and inflammation that contribute to cognitive decline and age-related memory loss. In other words, they don't just help you remember, they help your brain remember how to be young. Let me tell you a story. Robert, a retired teacher from Ohio, had always prided himself on his sharp memory. He could recall students from decades past, quote his favorite novels, and beat anyone in his family at trivia night. But as he edged past his late 70s, Robert noticed things were changing. He began forgetting appointments, misplaced his wallet more than once, and the names of old friends? They started slipping through his fingers like water. His daughter, worried but hopeful, asked him to try something simple. Just add a handful of blueberries to your breakfast, she said. Skeptical but willing, Robert agreed. Within a few months, the change was undeniable. His focus sharpened. His short-term memory came back online. He felt more energized, more himself. It wasn't a miracle. It was science. It was consistency. And it was blueberries. Studies now show that seniors who regularly consume blueberries perform better on memory and concentration tasks. The fruit doesn't just help delay diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. It helps preserve independence, mental clarity, and that all-important sense of self. But that's not all. Blueberries also help increase blood flow to the brain, reduce oxidative damage to neurons, and even support emotional stability. Many seniors report not just improved memory, but also better moods and sharper decision-making. For anyone who's ever felt the fog of aging roll in, this can feel like a breath of fresh air. And the best part? Blueberries are as accessible as they are powerful. You don't need a fancy supplement or expensive prescription. Just a bowl of oatmeal with fresh berries, a midday smoothie, or a simple snack right out of the fridge. Delicious, affordable, and proven to support cognitive health. In a world full of flashy health trends, it's easy to overlook something as simple as a fruit. But sometimes simple works. Sometimes it's not about chasing the next big thing, but returning to nature's small, quiet miracles. If you or someone you love is navigating the challenges of aging, if memory slips are starting to cause stress or sadness, know this, there is something you can do. It starts with one small act. One small change. One small fruit. Blueberries won't make you 25 again. But they might help you feel a little more like the best version of yourself. They might help you stay sharp for the conversations that matter, the people you love, and the memories you're still making. So tomorrow morning when you reach for breakfast, toss in a handful of these blue gems. Not just because they taste good, but because your mind is worth protecting. 2. Avocados strengthen the heart and improve circulation. When Frank turned 75, his mornings started the same way every day: a quiet breakfast at the kitchen table, blood pressure monitor on one side, a bottle of pills on the other. He had followed his doctor's orders for years: medication, less salt, moderate walking. Still, his blood pressure remained stubbornly high and his energy was low. He often felt like he was running a race he couldn't win. That is, until he made one tiny change that turned everything around. It wasn't a new prescription. It wasn't some complicated diet. It was an avocado. Avocados, the creamy green fruit most of us know from guacamole, might seem like an unlikely hero in the story of aging. But inside that smooth green flesh lies a combination of nutrients so powerful, it can help rebuild your heart from the inside out. Rich in monounsaturated fats, potassium, and fiber, avocados are a triple threat when it comes to heart health. These healthy fats work to lower the bad cholesterol LDL, that clogs arteries, and increase the good cholesterol HDL, that keeps blood flowing smoothly. Unlike processed snacks that silently damage your body over time, avocados are naturally anti-inflammatory, calming the inner chaos that leads to heart attacks and strokes. For seniors, this isn't just about statistics. It's about life, a life where walking up the stairs doesn't leave you breathless, where your hands aren't cold from poor circulation, where the fear of a sudden heart episode isn't hanging over your every move. That was exactly Frank's turning point. After years of ignoring his daughter's advice, he finally listened. One morning, he swapped his usual processed toast topping for mashed avocado with a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. That small shift grew into a habit. A few weeks in, he started to notice the difference. His energy returned. He could walk farther, sleep deeper, and his blood pressure readings slowly, steadily improved. And the beauty of avocados? They don't ask for much. You don't have to juice them, blend them into complicated recipes, or spend a fortune. You just slice, mash, or scoop, and your body does the rest. But let's get a little deeper. As we age, our arteries naturally stiffen, our blood flow becomes sluggish, and the risk of cardiovascular disease climbs. Many seniors begin experiencing signs like fatigue, brain fog, or even wounds that take forever to heal, symptoms that are often quietly tied to poor circulation. This is where potassium, the unsung hero in avocados, comes in. It helps balance sodium levels in the body and relaxes blood vessels, promoting smoother circulation and lower blood pressure. Studies now show that people who eat potassium-rich diets have a significantly lower risk of heart disease and stroke. And while bananas get all the spotlight, avocados actually contain more potassium per serving. But that's not all this green gem offers. The fiber in avocados doesn't just aid digestion. It also plays a crucial role in removing excess cholesterol from the body. And let's not forget their role in eye health, skin elasticity, and joint support, important for staying active and independent well into your golden years. It's no exaggeration to say that the humble avocado is one of nature's most complete fruits for aging gracefully. Frank's story may seem small, but in reality, it's deeply powerful. That quiet change at the breakfast table led to more walks with his grandkids, fewer doctor visits, and a renewed sense of vitality he hadn't felt in years. One fruit, one habit, a life turned around. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up control. It doesn't have to mean accepting fatigue or living in fear of the next health scare. Sometimes taking care of your heart starts with something so simple it feels almost silly: a toast, a smoothie, a slice of green richness. So tomorrow, when you're planning your meals or writing your grocery list, remember this: a strong heart isn't built in a day, but it might begin with an avocado. Your body is still listening. Give it something worth responding to. 3. Pomegranates enhance blood flow and fight aging. There's something almost magical about a pomegranate. Its ruby red seeds, glistening like tiny gemstones, have been revered across cultures for centuries as a symbol of life, vitality, and longevity. But for seniors looking to maintain strength, clarity, and independence in their later years, this ancient fruit offers more than symbolism. It offers real, powerful science. Meet Dorothy. At 80 years old, Dorothy still had her sparkle. A former school librarian, she was sharp, witty, and fiercely independent. But the past few years had taken a toll on her body. Her knees ached with stiffness. Her energy came in short bursts. And worst of all, her once effortless morning walks had become tiring. It wasn't illness, it was just age slowly, silently settling in. Until she discovered pomegranates. What started as a curiosity became a daily ritual. Each morning, she would pour herself a small glass of fresh pomegranate juice or sprinkle the bright seeds over her oatmeal. Within weeks, something shifted. Her knees felt looser. Her walks got longer. And instead of needing an afternoon nap, she found herself organizing the garage. Again. Dorothy's story isn't an anomaly. Science is starting to catch up with what ancient cultures already knew. Pomegranates are packed with compounds that help the body thrive, especially as we age. Let's dive in. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenol, potent antioxidants that help relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and protect cells from damage. As we grow older, our circulatory system can slow down. Blood doesn't flow as freely, and organs and tissues, especially the brain and joints, don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need. That's when stiffness, fatigue, and even cognitive decline can set in. But pomegranates fight back. These powerful antioxidants help reduce inflammation, the root cause of many age-related diseases like arthritis, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. They help clean out the bloodstream, relax arteries, and lower blood pressure, making it easier for the heart to do its job. And better circulation means more energy, quicker recovery, and a clearer mind. One study found that people who drank pomegranate juice regularly had improved blood flow, stronger artery walls, and lower risks of stroke. Another showed that pomegranates help protect the brain from oxidative stress, a major contributor to cognitive decline. But the benefits don't stop at the heart or brain. Pomegranates also support glowing skin, improve joint mobility, and enhance the immune system, all crucial for staying vibrant later in life. For seniors who are more vulnerable to illness and inflammation, adding this fruit to their daily diet could make a world of difference. Dorothy noticed it all. Less stiffness in her knees. Fewer colds during flu season. A little more bounce in her step. She said it best to her grandson one Sunday morning as they walked the dog together. "It's not that I feel younger, I just feel more alive." And perhaps that's the real magic of pomegranates. They don't promise immortality. They don't rewind the clock. But they help you make the most of the years ahead, with clarity, mobility, and energy to enjoy the moments that matter. Pomegranates are also incredibly easy to add to your routine. You can eat the seeds fresh, blend them into smoothies, toss them onto salads, or drink pure pomegranate juice, no added sugar. Just a few spoonfuls a day can unlock the benefits your body is quietly craving. Aging is inevitable, but how we age, that's where we have power. And sometimes, that power comes in the form of a fruit that's been here all along, quietly waiting for us to rediscover it. So next time you're at the grocery store, walk past the processed snacks, the boxes and bottles full of unpronounceable ingredients, and pick up a pomegranate instead. It may not shout. It may not sparkle in marketing campaigns. But inside, it's filled with everything your body needs to stay vibrant, focused, and full of life. Because growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. And with pomegranates by your side, it might just mean growing stronger. 4. Papayas aid digestion and strengthen immunity. Margaret had always loved food. Family dinners, Sunday brunch, holiday potlucks. These were the moments she lived for. But as she got older, food didn't love her back. At 76, she found herself struggling with constant bloating, sluggish digestion, and the nagging discomfort that followed even the simplest meals. She tried everything: probiotics, medications, bland diets. Nothing truly worked. It wasn't just about the physical discomfort, though that was bad enough. It was the way it made her feel. Heavy, slow, disconnected from the energy and joy she once had. That all changed when she added one golden orange fruit to her daily life. Papaya. Not exactly the star of the produce aisle, papayas are often overlooked. But for seniors like Margaret, this tropical fruit is more than just a sweet treat. It's a natural powerhouse for gut health, immunity, and overall well-being. Papayas are rich in papain, a digestive enzyme that helps the body break down proteins more efficiently. For older adults, this is crucial. As we age, our digestive systems naturally slow down. The body becomes less effective at absorbing nutrients and breaking down meals, which can lead to bloating, discomfort, and malnutrition, even when eating a balanced diet. But papaya changes the game. With each bite, papain goes to work, easing the digestive process and making food feel light again. Within weeks of adding a small portion of papaya to her lunch every day, Margaret felt the difference. Her bloating subsided. Her stomach felt calmer. She wasn't dragging through the afternoon anymore. It felt like her system had gotten a tune-up. And that was only the beginning. Beyond aiding digestion, papayas are bursting with vitamin C, an immune-boosting powerhouse that helps the body fight infections, heal faster, and protect itself from illness. For seniors, whose immune systems naturally weaken over time, this daily dose of defense can be life-changing. In fact, just 1 cup of papaya provides more than 100% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin C. That's not just good, it's extraordinary. And unlike supplements, papaya delivers these benefits wrapped in fiber, hydration, and other nutrients that the body can easily absorb. But papayas don't stop there. They're also packed with beta-carotene and lycopene, antioxidants that help fight inflammation, support eye health, and protect cells from damage. These antioxidants are especially important for seniors dealing with chronic inflammation, one of the root causes of conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. Margaret, who had once resigned herself to living with discomfort, began to feel hope. She wasn't just digesting better, she was sleeping better, moving better, even smiling more. Her energy came back. Her mind felt clearer. Her body felt like it was on her team again. "I used to dread meals," she shared with her daughter one evening. "Now I look forward to them again. I feel light." And perhaps that's the best word to describe what papaya gives: lightness. Not just in the body but in the spirit. A sense that aging doesn't have to mean settling. That your body still has the ability to heal, adapt, and thrive, with the right support. What makes papaya especially wonderful is how simple it is to enjoy. Eat it fresh with a spoon. Add it to a smoothie. Toss it into a fruit salad. However you choose to enjoy it, the key is consistency. Just a small serving each day can unlock big results over time. In a world where we're constantly being sold complicated solutions, expensive superfoods, and endless pills, the humble papaya quietly reminds us. Sometimes, nature already gave us what we need. For seniors struggling with digestion, immunity, or simply the everyday discomfort of aging, papaya is a gentle, delicious lifeline. It's not a miracle, but it feels like one when you've been searching for relief and finally find it in something as simple and sweet as a slice of fruit. So, if you're looking to feel lighter, stronger, and more in control of your health after 60, take a cue from Margaret. Head to your local market. Pick up a papaya. And rediscover what it feels like to enjoy food and feel good after. Because you deserve more than just a full stomach. You deserve comfort, clarity, and a body that supports the life you still want to live. 5. Apples reduce inflammation and stabilize blood sugar. They say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. We've all heard it. It's the kind of saying that gets passed down from generation to generation, often dismissed as an old wives' tale. But what if that familiar little phrase is more than just folklore? What if it holds a quiet, powerful truth, especially for those of us entering our golden years? Henry was 82 when he started noticing changes he didn't like. His joints were stiffer than they used to be. Getting up from the couch took more effort. His morning walks, once a favorite part of his routine, had become slower, more painful. He chalked it up to aging. Just part of getting old, he'd shrug, forcing a smile when his grandkids asked why he didn't chase them around anymore. Then came the diagnosis: chronic inflammation. It was the kind of vague but heavy label doctors sometimes give when they know something's wrong but it isn't quite a disease yet. His blood sugar was also creeping up, putting him at risk for type 2 diabetes. Medication was one option. But Henry wanted to try something simpler first. So he made a promise to himself. One small change. 1 apple a day. Every day. It felt too easy, too humble to matter. But within a few months, everything started to shift. Apples, as it turns out, are one of the most underrated superfoods, especially for older adults. Packed with fiber, antioxidants, and natural compounds like polyphenol, apples do more than just fill your belly. They fight inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and support overall cellular health. For seniors, these benefits aren't just helpful, they're game-changing. Chronic inflammation is like a slow-burning fire in the body. It damages joints, weakens the immune system, clouds the brain, and contributes to countless diseases, from arthritis to Alzheimer's. But the powerful antioxidants in apples, especially the skin, help put out that fire. They reduce oxidative stress, soothe tissues, and help your body return to a balanced, more youthful state. And when it comes to blood sugar, apples truly shine. Their secret weapon? Pectin, a soluble fiber that slows down digestion and prevents the sugar spikes that often follow meals. This means more stable energy, fewer crashes, and a reduced risk of developing insulin resistance. For Henry, the changes were subtle at first. His knees didn't ache quite as much. His energy was more stable. He didn't need to sit down after every errand. But the real turning point came one Sunday morning, when he realized he'd walked the entire park loop with his grandson, without stopping once. He didn't just feel better, he felt capable again. And that's the real gift of apples. They're not flashy. They're not rare or exotic. But but they offer something deeply valuable: daily, reliable support for a life that still has so much to offer. Beyond inflammation and blood sugar, apples also support gut health, acting as a prebiotic to feed good bacteria and improve digestion. They contribute to heart health, help lower blood pressure, and even play a role in cognitive clarity. For a fruit that fits in the palm of your hand, that's quite a resume. But perhaps one of their greatest gifts is accessibility. You don't need a specialty store or a nutritionist. Apples are everywhere, affordable, portable, and delicious. Slice one up with peanut butter, add it to a salad, or eat it whole on the front porch as the sun rises. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency, a daily decision that supports your body in a quiet but meaningful way. Henry's doctor was impressed. His blood work improved. His inflammation markers dropped. But what mattered most to Henry wasn't the numbers. It was that he could walk his grandson to school again. It was that he didn't have to sit out during family hikes. It was that he felt like himself again. So yes, maybe the old saying was right after all. Maybe an apple a day really can keep the doctor away. Not by magic, but by the simple, powerful act of nourishing your body with something real. So if you're wondering where to start, how to age with strength, clarity, and comfort, maybe the answer is already in your fruit bowl. Pick up an apple, take a bite, and take back your health, one day at a time. Healthy aging doesn't require drastic changes. It starts with small, intentional choices each day. Adding the right fruits to your routine can be a simple but powerful step. Start your morning with blueberries to keep your mind sharp and protect memory. Swap processed snacks for half an avocado to support your heart and improve circulation. Drink a small glass of pomegranate juice to fight inflammation and age-related fatigue. Include a slice of fresh papaya after lunch to aid digestion and boost your immune system. And don't forget the classic: an apple a day to stabilize blood sugar and reduce joint pain. These fruits aren't just tasty, they're tools for staying independent, energetic, and mentally strong. You don't need fancy diets or expensive supplements. What you need is consistency, mindfulness, and a little trust in the natural gifts around you. So next time you visit the market, look for Nature's Medicine aisle. It's in the produce section. Because the life you want tomorrow starts with the choices you make today. Stay nourished, stay strong, and never stop caring for the body and mind that carry you forward. Thank you for watching the whole video. If you don't like this content, please comment 0. If you find the video useful, please comment 1. Subscribe to the channel and remember to turn on the notification bell to see other useful health content. See you in the next video.